3D printer can make almost anything, but that doesn't mean everything it makes is worth printing. I found a bunch of usual looking 3D prints and I decided to put them to the test. I printed some of them to find out if they actually work and if they are worth printing. Hopefully this video saves you time and filament. Let's start with the phone stand. There are many phone stands 3D models available to download, but this one caught my eye. It's 3-angle phone tablet stand. So what makes it stand out? It has different angles and design looks clean. It's printed in multiple parts. Took me about 4 hours and little more than 100 grams of PLA filament. Assembly instructions can be found on the model page. The entire design is fully 3D printable and requires no additional hardware, and you can even print a tool to screw it together. One end of the screw has built-in stoppers to keep it from spinning while tightening. It's clever design that eliminates the new need for a second tool. Degrees are written on the side, nice big numbers. To use it, you can just pull the stand bottom part out, 50 degrees, 60 degrees and 70 degrees. I have nothing to complain, holds the phone nicely, stand is stable and looks great. And it snaps close well. Overall this phone stand works great and I can say it's a useful print. Let's continue with can holder that looks like Stanley Cup. I printed the main part with PETG and the lid is PLA. Printing the whole thing took almost 8 hours and 220 grams of filament. The handle and lid require support during printing, so cleanup is needed. The handle is printed separately and needs to be glued in place. It's said that it features a lower compartment for added ice. It appears to be that compartment at the bottom of the cup. These are the smallest ice cubes I did have and only one fit inside. It is quite small space. Maybe you can add some water to it and put it into freezer and let it froze. So about the lid. I printed it with 2 colors. There seems to be 4 holes. It would be interesting to know what is the purpose of them. Fitment is quite loose. I would prefer more tightened fit. Lid can be used as a cup holder also. Can fits perfectly. It can't be better. So smooth. Can fits so well that if I turn it upside down, can stays in place. And it's also easy to remove again. So is it worth printing? I am not a fan of the handle design. Since it has to be glued in place, a poor glue joint could cause it to come loose, potentially spilling your drink. The handle's print orientation isn't ideal for maximum strength. Printing it on its side would make it stronger, but that would require some changes to the model. As for the keeping your drink cold, I think it helps to slow down the warming process, but not much. Holding the can directly in your hand transfers heat to it more quickly, so using it does make a difference. If you want to hide your can, this does the job. Lid can protect your drink from dust and bugs, so there are pros and cons. I don't think it's worth the filament, at least for me. There are other can holders that better suit my needs. The next print relies on the flexibility of TPU to work. 3D printed air duster. It is printed in 2 parts. The duster base is printed with PETG and pump part with TPU. It took about 2 hours to print and less than 20 grams of filament. Pump part has 2 versions available, short and longer version. Assembly is easy, you need to push pump part into the duster base slot. First try, it felt weak. I thought maybe the small opening is blocked, but it wasn't that. Then I tried the hole a little bigger, it went better, but it was still quite weak. Then I inspected the pump part. It was not making good vacuum. So I took the flashlight and showed the light inside. And I saw the problem. Bad print quality, small holes that were causing air leaks. The TPU filament I used was quite old and stored with open box. I didn't try it before printing either. I took newer filament and tried it before printing. This one came out much better and it seemed this one holds the vacuum much better. So try your filament before printing and it's recommended to do even with the new spools. Now you can see it's much stronger. It can be used to blow dust. It's not the strongest, but it's usable. So for small dusting jobs, it's okay. Before we jump back into the prints, I want to thank PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Most people know them for their professional PCB prototyping and assembly, but they also offer a wide range of manufacturing services like CNC machining, sheet metal fabrication, injection molding and even 3D printing. So if you want to bring your design to life, whether it's an electronics, custom enclosure, or parts you can't easily print at home. PCBWay is a great option. Next, I printed Toothpick Dispenser. It took less than 2 hours and a little bit less than 14 grams of PETG filament. Its print-in-place design, first layer, has quite small details, so be sure that you have good paid attention. To reload, hold it from the outer part and lift the dispenser. Insert toothpicks through the top opening. To dispense a toothpick, lift the dispenser and place it back down. A toothpick will pop up from the top. You need to do it slowly, otherwise you will end up with a toothpick launcher. It works, but it still occasionally launches a toothpick. That may be because the toothpicks used weren't the correct size for the design. Overall, appearance is okay too. Moving on to the next print. The print promised to cool your drink to ice cold in 16 seconds. It's called Parallel Instant Can Cooler. It's the biggest print in this video and it took about 20 hours and almost 600 grams of filament. It's also fully 3D printed. Assembly was okay, except the spring assembly. It was quite difficult to put inside the slot. The spring slot has an odd design. The spring doesn't want to stay in place, so I ended up removing it. It can be used without it. Before I tried to cool my drink, I just tried the lid on. First tighten the lid by hand and then use the handle. Everything went well until I tried to open the lid. It was completely stuck. The teeth of the locking system was skipping. Top lid seems to be off-centered and is causing the issue. Got it open and continued testing it. Inside the barrel you should put ice and water. Before the cooling, can temperature was about 27 degrees, the room temp was the same. Can snaps on. This time I didn't tighten the lid. "16-sec cranking and my drink should be ice cold." Temp is about 22 degrees, so not ice cold as advertised. So I did another 60 seconds. 70 degrees, less but still not very cold. Did once more. It's colder every time, 11, 12 degrees. So is it working? After cooling, can is colder, about 15 degrees. Was it ice cold? No. Does it took 16 seconds? No. Is it worth printing? I think it's not. You need quite much ice. Lid issue and it isn't as fast as advertised. I think putting your can inside the freezer for about 10 minutes has same effect. No need to crank anything and not wasting ice cubes. Or you can simply pour the drink into a glass and add ice. The overall look is quite nice, so one option is to lose the lid, break off the inner part and use it as a blender. If you like Pringles, take a look at this print. It's called Pringles Removal Tray with lid. I have a can of Pringles here. Let's see if this tray is any good. Printing took me over 4 hours. You can do it faster if you go with single color or use high speed filaments. It took me less than 90 grams of filament. Lid snaps on great, stays on firmly. Pulling the tray out gives you easy access to the chips. If you struggle getting chips out, you can tilt the can also, but I think it's quite convenient to use. I think it's great use for print, but there is one thing. Food direct contact with the print, so if you are okay with that, it's great, or use some kind of food safe coating. Next one is fully 3D printed card shuffler. No extra hardware or glue needed. Printing went smoothly. Printing took about 12 hours and 236 grams of filament. I did had some difficulties during the assembly. Belt joints were very loose and belt came apart several times. I managed to put it together and ran the first test, but it wasn't very successful. About half of the back went through almost all at once. while the other half got stuck. Then belts started to snap apart, joints felt too loose to work correctly. Then I printed the tighter option. Difference was quite big, new belt was much tighter. Belt problem was gone, but it didn't want to fit both sides. After some tries it started working. With the tighter belt it's harder to crank. If you are looking for perfect shuffler, it isn't this one. It could be smoother and both sides fitting could be more even. I did use brand new deck of cards. I also tried different used cards off camera and I got same results. I still prefer shuffling cards by hand. And the last one, scoop and slide, funnel, spoon for narrow bottles. Printed in two parts. Main part I printed with PTG and second part with PLA. Putting the parts together was a little bit challenging. I may have inserted the wrong end first. The movement isn't very smooth. I printed the main part in PTG, which tends to shrink more than PLA, so that may be the cause. It's still usable, but it takes a bit more force to operate. Different sizes are available. This one has 1 tablespoon marked on. Let's take some white powder to test it. And 1 bottle also. Use it as a spoon and take a scoop. And if you have put the funnel on the bottle, you just open the hatch. This powder seemed to be too fine and it didn't want to come out. I tried different powder also and it worked great. If you want to put some kind of powder inside the bottle or for example inside a small bag, it makes it much easier. It can be handy if you make protein shakes or other powdered drinks, easy to get right amounts and spillage is minimal. So that's it for this video. I hope it helped you to decide if these prints are worth printing. These were my thoughts and what I experienced when printing and testing these prints, so yours can be different. Also, printing times can be different. If you like this video, you can watch my other videos about 3D prints that can be useful. Thanks for watching.